Welcome back, viewers, to the Impact Gaming Center stream. No time at all. We are on with these 2 3-0s you've seen a couple times already tonight, Will and Mason. But real quick for some shout outs before these players get going while they're resolving mulligans. Thank you for spending any amount of time with us. If you've got us on the background or if you're actively watching, either way, time is valuable and it means so much to us that you would spend any of it watching what we're doing and hearing what we have to say. There's just not a lot of places with good paper content, and we love to get to bring that content to you guys. Now, if you're watching on Twitch, give us a subscription. We would love to have you, love to see you. We're streaming constantly. We're doing the new Riftbound. We're doing Pokemon. We're doing Magic, all in paper. So it's really great to get to see. And, as stated, there's just not enough content for that as is. And if you are watching after the fact on YouTube, let us know in the comments what you think of these really interesting decks, but also drop us a subscription, hit that bell. We're doing all kinds of things. We're doing podcasts. We're doing deck techs. We're posting all of these videos after the fact. You get a lot you can see. Last but not least, we're located just outside of the greater St. Louis area in the fabulous Fairview Heights. We are one of the largest stores in the Midwest. We do great numbers on our FNMs. We've got a standard RCQ tomorrow. We pull in 20, 30, 40 people for these RCQs. So come by, see what we're all about. We would love to have you. Otherwise, let's turn our attention to the battlefield, where Will has already executed a Kuldotha rebirth and put 3 dudes on the table.
Goblins are looking fierce tonight.
They are. And this is going to be one of those times where I mentioned on, I think it was round 2, where I said it's silly. These creativity decks, I find them so silly because you're just a slow combo deck and you kind of get by being slow by having a pretty good plan B. But that looks really awkward here because Will puts a lot of pressure on the life total. We saw him kill Ruby Storm in 2 games, just do it in 2-0 by pressuring the life total way too much. Makes you wonder, is Will going to be able to pressure the life total? Now, not having to lock it on turn 2 here is a major problem for Will.
Yep, we got a Johnny that's a little slow. So the difference, I think, so we talked about creativity being a little slower. This game, we're not seeing it, but the one thing I will say that Mason has that most other combo decks don't is a lot of interaction.
Yes.
So this game, with Will being a little slower, maybe Mason's plan will be able to get there fast enough that, a turn 4 Archon's going to be okay. But usually the way this deck wins against a creature aggressive deck like this is turn 1 removal spell, turn 2 removal spell, Fable, turn 4 Archon, or even 2 Archons.
Yes.
So we're seeing the Fable here, and if we have creativity and Will doesn't have interaction, there will be 2 Archons in play next turn, but 2 Archons is not good enough against a Johnny.
Agreed. A Johnny can absolutely get damage through. Now, this 2/2 Goblin actually looks really good into Will for right this second. But, let's see. This is a really big turn. These the next turn for both of these players is going to be extremely pivotal.
Yeah. Well, and that's the exciting thing about this Convoke deck is we're playing 5 turns.
Yes.
And, maybe the game goes longer than that, like we saw against Control a couple of rounds ago. But if the game goes longer, it's because the Convoke deck is losing.
Absolutely. Now, I have to ask, our Twitch chat was absolutely popping off earlier in the night, and it has gone silent for over a full match now. Where are you guys at? Are you guys enjoying these games? What are you thinking about these decks? I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, Will is just cycling away this blood token.
Not a show of strength.
Agreed. He's got a wide board, but it's just not really what you want to be doing right this second. Alex sent me a gag order. My bad, bro. I'm so sorry to hear that. I will I'll have to go tell him off post haste. All right. In with the squad, Will says.
Yeah, I agree. Just push damage.
Yeah, you got to do it. And the other thing here is it's really awkward for Mason to block. It just makes the Goblin, he can save 1 damage from it, which is fine, but really he needs to hold it back for his creativity that's in his hand. He needs to be gaining life off that Archon of Cruelty.
Yeah, and he did block there. Will should have 1 less Goblin token in play.
Yeah, he's likely going to move it. I think he I think William is responding to the declaration of blockers here, even though Mason went ahead and did damage, because I think he wants to March of Otherworldly Light this goblin. So I think what's about to happen. And he's going to do that in response to blockers. No, I lied. There should be one fewer goblin. You're correct.
Yeah, and Mason reading the Ajani there because I think he wants to know if it's safe for him to cast his creativity, and the answer is no.
Looking at these life totals, the answer's no. Yeah, because it's going to heal him, which I think he has to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he has a choice to not do it, but it's going to hurt.
So we looted away with Fable there. I think we're just trying to figure out if there is any way that this creativity can do anything, and I don't think so. And here, the other issue is like this goblin serves. Will just took it, which is a little surprising. I think he may be just not familiar with the creativity line where we go Dwarven Mine, use the treasure, creativity for 2. So double blocking, taking the goblin out of play prevents that. It doesn't really matter because even if we get creativity for 2 here, we just sack cat token and whatever, and the Ajani flips, and like that Ajani's gonna win.
Now that is a clean play from Mason getting double Archon, because we did already discuss that 1 Archon is not enough, but 2 may very well be.
Maybe.
It's hard to say for sure.
Ajani 0 kills an Archon.
Right. But it's
then
the
can we
gaining
beat the
6
second
life.
one? Gaining 6 life, taking 2 creatures out of play. It might be good enough. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about it more. Will should have double blocked.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay. Double Archon.
Because this is the classic creativity line. Turn 3 Fable, turn 4 attack with Goblin, use your 5 mana to creativity for 2.
Yep. So he's going to go ahead and resolve the ETB triggers.
So Will does sack the cat token, which is correct. We are going to flip this Ajani. It's just going to be a question of if that's enough or not. And I don't know if it will be.
No, these Archons are 6
6/6s.
6/6s. So a Johnny 0 doesn't quite do it.
Yeah, I guess if Will has 0 creatures, which he did have to discard his card, so he might not actually have.
Yeah, he might be in top deck land. Yeah. That's rough, buddy. That's rough.
Okay, Prince Zuko.
He's gonna do it. 5 damage. He points it at Mason.
5 base. I guess.
Next card better be pretty cool. What you got, Will? What you got?
I think he's mathing out. I mean, he's dead to these Archon attacks. If he can't take at least 1 Archon out of play, he's dead. So I don't know what math there is to do here. I think kick Bushwhacker. Yeah. Just seeing if that can get you to 11. And I think we're still a little short. We're going to get in for 8. Mason's going to go to 3, and then Will's going to die on the crackback.
Yep. Good play from William. I think you got to do it. I mean, he clearly didn't do the math quite yet. But, like, come on. If that's your only line, I'm not doing the math either. I'm doing it to see how close I get. And
yeah. Like, the other option is cast Bushwhacker, 0 Ajani.
Yeah.
Kill 1 Archon. And I don't think you're winning that game either. Really, what needed to happen is we needed to double block that Goblin Shaman so that we couldn't creativity for 2.
Agreed. I do think that was the pivotal point there for Will. But no doubt Will is going to protect against that line in games 2 and 3. Should we see a game 3? So Mason showing off some sweet tattoos there to Will. Whatever they're talking about, got to be pretty sweet for that to get brought up right away. But yeah, once again though, clinical performance from Mason, right? I mean, he's playing these lines exactly how he needs to. It's been really great to see. So let's see what happens in sideboarding.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I just shout out Mason. I mean, even after last round, he said he played a little sloppy, and I do think that Thoughtseize play was a little sloppy, but like he's played the whole night in general extremely well,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's really cool to see like a newer player to the store. I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know him, and see him winning,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully we'll get to see more of him over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. So I pulled him to the side. He lives a little far out, so he's not up here very often. But when he is, if we, as much as we can convince him to stop by, we're happy to have him. We love having high quality player here. One of the reasons why we do so well in a lot of these events and why we're consistently making it to RCs and other big events is that iron sharpens iron, right? So when you get good players together and these good players play together, they make each other better. They help point out better and better lines, and we improve. So having players like Mason who put on these clinical performances at the store just makes everybody at the store better, and we love to see that.
Amen. Okay, I gotta do a shout out here. We got the Gaming Avengers in chat. Love you, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Red Wing, Minnesota.
And
The real ones know.
and you are in fact, it is in fact Matt. We are very excited. Now, I'm really curious to see what sideboarding looks like. Um, so far from Will, the only sideboard thing I have seen is Flare of Fortitude. I don't know any of the other cards in his sideboard, and Flare of Fortitude does not come in here.
Probably not.
So
Surely he's got Graveyard Hate.
he must, yeah.
But like Graveyard Hate's not that good because the main plan is creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have a card like, oh man, I'm losing the name of the creature. Containment Priest. If he had a Containment Priest, that'd be really good.
Containment Priest would be really good, and he might, because that's great into Gorios. And if the only reason you want to play Graveyard Hate is Gorios anyway, then yeah, play Containment Priest.
Yeah. But also the answer might just be, hey, I'm going to be on the play and I'm going to kill you on turn 3.
And I am a big fan of that play. I think when you play aggro decks, it is frequently the correct decision to decide that I am simply going to do my thing before you do yours.
Yeah, I like, as somebody who has played a lot of Is It Prowess in the last few months, my sideboard plan against combo decks is usually cut expressive iterations, bring in more ways to kill you faster.
Yep. Get in those violent urges and all that fun stuff. All right. Players are resolving mulligans. Let's kick you back down to the battlefield. You'll notice we've got the win marker here for Mason. Mason is currently up a game. We're seeing a Persist, Bolt, some lands, a Renin 6. So Mason's hand looking pretty decent, though he does not have... he's missing some of the pieces he needs to really execute this combo, but based on how he's behaving, he may be opting to keep the hand. Hard to say for sure. Will just resolved a mulligan.
I think Will is on a mulligan, and so
okay, then Mason's keeping that hand.
Mason is keeping.
All right. And I know we already talked about it once. You already said it once, Matt, but I'm a big fan of Will mulliganing here. I mean, we want to look for kill you on turn 3, right? That's what we want to do. And Will does not need a lot of cards to do it. He needs 1 mana. He needs any of his 8 copies of either Kuldotha, Gleeful Dem, and he needs a Venerated Loxodon. And I guess he also needs an artifact to blow up. So that can take the form of either a Mox Opal, a Thraben Investigator, a Novice Inspector, you're right, which is just Thraben Inspector. Yep, upset about that.
But younger.
Yeah, evidently. Yeah, and does the same thing, right? Like experience means
literally
nothing
the same
anymore,
card.
you know? And what's the other card? Voldaren Epicure is the other card.
Yep.
So Will only realistically requires 4 cards, of which he has a lot of copies of, for his strategy to be firing on all cylinders. So to do what he wants to do, mulliganing aggressively is the play.
Yeah. Mason sitting on 2 bolts. We got some real removal. Okay, Will's got the Epicure. I hope we see like a Mox Opal here and just put a bunch of stuff into play.
Yeah. I am afraid we will not.
Yeah, if we're just seeing attack with Novice Inspector pass, that's not good.
Agreed. And I don't know, if I don't have a fast hand, like I was saying, you need so few cards to execute this strategy that I might think about going. I might honestly think about going to 5 cards.
5 on the play is tough, but 5 on the play with a faster hand than this might be
Mhm.
necessary.
I'd want to do some thinking about it before saying that's the correct line, but there is a part of me that would think hard about if I look at a sixer and it's not good, I I might think pretty hard about turning it to a 5.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Memnite.
Yeah, because now the challenge for Will is, well, we're not putting a lot of pressure on, and Mason's just getting more time to execute his game plan.
Yeah. Well,
Ren and 6 might
yeah.
just come down here as a removal spell. Kill a creature, gain some life. Like, pretty good.
Yep. And even if he just starts picking up that Wooded Foothills, it's going to force damage to go towards the Ren and not towards his face. Oh boy. Does not look good for Will.
Yeah, but this is why I like creativity. Like,
Mhm.
we were talking about slower combo. Yes, it's slower combo, but it also has interaction.
It gets to be Jund, and that's
Mhm.
pretty cool. I'm a big Jund fan. I love me some Tarmogoyfs.
Have I shown you my playset of Tarmogoyf signed by Reed Duke?
Yes, you have.
Okay.
And have I told you that Reed Duke is my favorite player?
I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, he is my favorite player. I have really enjoyed watching his stuff. I firmly believe that every player should, every serious player, like committed competitive player, should watch Reed Duke's performance in Grand Prix 2018, I believe it was, where he was playing Legacy Grixis Control. And everybody should be required to watch that video because it is a masterclass in communicating with your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is the perfect way to learn how to sequence and how to communicate with your opponent. So Reed, if you're ever watching this, shout out, fantastic player, appreciate you greatly. I got the opportunity to meet him in Chicago at MagicCon earlier this year. That was pretty cool. And now I'm going to shut up for a second to point out that Will has found the Gleeful Demolition and turned it into a Loxodon.
Yep, we put a lot of permanence into play, and I like this. Will had originally thought about attacking the Ren down to 1, but that doesn't really do a lot. And like we can just clear this Ren next turn now.
Yeah.
Um,
If I'm William, I prefer to see Mason at 0 as opposed to Ren and 6 at 0.
yeah, and Mason's hand's not shaping up.
It's actually quite bad.
He needs the looting effect.
Yeah, he's at a double persist right now.
Yeah, but like one Faithless Looting does unlock this hand. So he's not out of it, but he's got one turn.
But it doesn't quite, right? Well, sorry, you're right. It unlocks the hand, but it doesn't quite find him the win because here's the thing. William, he can't do it now, right?
Mhm.
He's looking at a survey of land, so maybe he can put a looting in the bin, but then he can't flashback it. That was his land drop.
That's not good enough.
Will's about to hit him for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, set him to 3. Even if he goes Archon, eats a creature, gains 3, Will still kills that combat. So Will may have found it. I mean, we were really scared for Will, and he did the thing. So let's see, though. I don't want to discount Mason too early.
But we need a game 3.
We do.
We do.
We must have one. It's required.
So Will giving this turn a lot of thought and then sending all face,
and I think
which I agree with.
I think what Will was thinking about, is do I want to send anybody at Ren? But I don't think you do.
Yeah, like the game, Ren doesn't kill a creature, and that's the only thing that matters here.
Yep.
Like one more land drop is not the difference in this game.
Agreed. So, yeah, Mason picks up a Fatal Push.
Not good enough.
Just doesn't do it, right? I think maybe all right. Game 3. We are in for a treat, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am.
Yeah, what it needed to be there was like Faithless Looting into the Fatal Push.
Yes.
Discard Archon, reanimate Archon, and push a creature. That would have been just enough.
Just get him over the line. But yeah, not quite there. So really exciting to see. That's exactly what we wanted. We were both very scared for Will. Like, dude, this hand is not shaping
I didn't think it was going to get
Doesn't
there.
look right. And then all of a sudden, in the way Red-White Convoke does, said, make a bunch of dudes, make a big dude with the dudes. Make all the dudes bigger. That's the way that Red-White Convoke plays. And game turns on a dime. And then sure enough, I'd rather just put you to 0 on turn 3. And that's still what Will did. Slow turn 1, slow turn 2.
Just turn 5, I think, where Mason actually died, but that's good enough.
Yeah, it did take a little while, but it must have been turn 4, right? Mason,
5.
there's no way he missed a land drop, right? And he surveilled on turn 3.
Mason conceded on his turn 4, but
No, yeah,
Will would have
okay.
killed him on his turn 5.
You're correct. You're correct. Thank you. See, this is why they put Matt in the booth with me, right?
I got it on lock.
Matt's just got all of the facts down. I say a lot of things, but Matt says them correctly.
I can't count plages though.
Yeah, hey, that's true. We did discover that last time. Paul, it was confirmed. You heard it here first. Paul did trim a flage, so there were 3 flages in exile.
Yeah, there were 4 quantum riddlers in his deck though.
Yes, he did not board those out.
Couldn't draw one, but there were 4 in there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm super excited to see this going to game 3. I mean, both these players have been.
It's been a compelling story tonight, right?
Yes.
2 kind of out of their decks. Like neither of these are in the modern meta right now. Battling at 3-0, going to the game 3.
And not just battling 3-0, but they put on dominant performances. Mason was a little scary last in his game 3 that we were able to put on camera in Jeskai Blink. There were definitely windows where Mason gets his doors blown off. But in the matches we saw from Mason, put on a clinic, played really clean. William has absolutely just given his opponents the snap. I mean, just broke him in half. And
another mulligan.
Will on a mulligan. Yep.
I really want to see a Mox Opal draw. That's what I want to see from Will this game.
I respect that, Matt. I do not like Mox Opal. I don't like fast mana, like just mana that costs 0.
I don't either, but
so I like to see winning without Mox Opal. But I also hear what you're saying. I think Mox Opal is kind of like the dream if he can go like Thraben Inspector, Mem Knight, Mox Opal, then
Rebirth,
Mox. Yeah,
just go.
Yeah,
Then
all of the sudden, and then immediately locks it on.
Turn one locks it on. Come on,
it's pretty good. Oh, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
Gotta start.
Inspector, do it, Will. Do it.
Start.
Have the Mem Knight.
I think we just said Novice Inspector go.
No, he's gonna. I'm holding out. I'm holding out. He's gonna do it. Come on, Will. All right, he's not gonna do it, guys. I thought if I hoped harder. Wait, no. It could still happen because Mason is fetching in response to.
Yes, the tap surveil land in response.
Yes, that's what's happening. Will could still do it.
Mason's considering an endurance here.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
That's definitely what's happening right now.
Okay, Mason looks. All right, he's gonna pass priority back to Will. Do it, Will.
Nope.
Ah, unfortunate. Hey, I tried. Okay, I kept the dream alive as long as I could. But we might just see another Renin 6 here. Renin 6 cannot clean up Novice Inspector.
Nope, but it does draw a card.
It does.
Does make Will think about attacking it and then choose to ignore it again.
Yep, which is the way to do it. That's the way to play. Yeah. Like I said, I'd rather Mason be a 0 than Renin 6 be a 0 if I'm Will. That said, if I'm Mason, I'm feeling kind of good right now, but this turn is going to be really pivotal to how the rest of this game shapes up because he could, with 2 mana, Kuldotha, the Clue, 5 locks it on.
Yes, and I gotta see Mason's hand again. That looked like a lot of lands.
Yeah.
That looked like a lot of lands. There was a Faithless Looting. I don't know if there were any other spells in that hand.
Okay, so we're gonna see it. Is this it? Williams counting. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Procure makes a blood.
Yep.
And then I'm assuming we've got a rebirth effect. Which
same sequence we saw last game, no?
I was turn 3 last game.
When he did I just meant the.
Yes,
Epicure.
it was that. Yeah, but now here we've got the turn 2 rebirth or demolition, whichever one that is.
Now we could have the 5 mana convoke. He's got 8 5-mana convoke creatures. Does he have one? He does. The Knight Errant. Dude, Will's doing it. He's doing the thing. On turn 2, he's gonna go grab a.
Yeah. Inspector of Johnny. Not like amazing. As good of a card as a Johnny is, I feel like it's weirdly one of the weakest cards in this deck.
Yeah, as one of like the most broken cards everywhere it's ever been, except right here.
But maybe one of Will's other 2 cards in hand is a Goblin Bombardment.
Yeah.
Could be.
I do think a Johnny looks really good into the Archon play specifically, but only because...
Only if there's one Archon.
Right, exactly. Only because of that. That it sends a bunch of damage over the top after.
Yeah.
doing the thing. There's a
Ooh,
Brotherhood's
there
End,
is a
though.
Brotherhood's End. Okay, Mason did have some spells. He ripped that creativity off the top, and this Brotherhood's End is about to be so good.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And I do think you have to cast it here.
100%. 100%. There is no reason not to do it.
It's tempting to wait for that Ajani to come down, but this is too much damage. Like, if we clear this up this turn, then the Archon actually is good enough into an Ajani on a small board.
Oh, he's got the flare. Oh my goodness. A line we've seen multiple times from William. And I've got to say, I said in game one, the only sideboard piece we've seen from Will has been Flare of Fortitude, and it's been insane. It's dodge fire magic, but I'm not bringing it in against creativity because it doesn't do anything against Archons. And then Will, being a smarter, better player than me, does the flare and saves the game off of it. I mean, that may well completely change the course of this game.
That probably wins the match.
Yeah.
Because now we're going to see a Johnny, and now this Archon's not good enough.
Yeah. Will cleans up Ren. Wow. What a play. Gonna have to put a sound warning right before that. My apologies to our viewers. I just love to see some clean Flare of Fortitudes. I love Flare of Fortitude because it seems like such a strong card. It reads so strong, but it was one of the few flares from Modern Horizons 3 that just did not see play. Just nothing at all. So getting to see it, not just in the game, but perform so well. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Even if Mason does resolve an Archon here, William doesn't care. He sacks the cat. A Johnny damage to face is just so much.
Archon's not good enough here.
Agreed.
Like this is the same point as last game.
Double Archon.
Where we need double, but the difference is Mason didn't play a Fable of the Mirrorbreaker on turn 3.
Yep.
And now we can't have double Archon. And even if he did, Will has now seen that line, and I'm confident he would block the Fable token this time.
Correct. So Mason has creativity. Mason's only hope, and it is not good enough, I don't think. Yeah, from the math I'm doing right now, it's not good enough.
Because he's going to need a chump block here.
Yeah, is going to be to double creativity. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No? He'd go to 1. If he doesn't chump, he'd go to 1.
I guess he's got a bolt. So, okay, we don't need to chump block here. However, two Archons like this Ajani and all attack just kills you again.
He can double creativity, but yeah, I just don't know that it's enough. It's his only line. You have to do it, right? You have to try.
Yeah, like bolt the Ajani. Okay, we're blocking the Ranger or the Knight, whatever that is. I forget the name of that card.
I probably would have bolted a Johnny not blocked to double creativity, but I could be wrong here. Mason's put on an absolute clinic tonight, so I don't want to be too hasty in my judgment of play.
Yeah, well, he did. I think there was more because Mason's at 4. Like, if he didn't block this Knight, he was dead.
Oh, Knight has 4 power. I apologize. I did not realize that. That wasn't just the correct play. It was the only play. You had to do it.
Yeah. So now we do get a creativity for 1. He's going to go up to 7 and be able to block. Okay, he's not out of this game. Especially if he can rip a removal spell here.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe would leave up the Blood Crypt. What green card do we want to draw?
No, he doesn't. Does he have a Blood Crypt?
I thought he had a Rakdos
That's
land.
2 Dwarven Mines and...
Was it...
I need to see him fan him out again. I don't think there's a black source in there. Because I was thinking the same thing. I need to rip a Fatal Push. But I don't think there's a Fatal Push in here.
Yeah. I mean, I have confidence in Mason that he would leave it up if he did. Because he's been playing really well all night.
Agreed. Oh, is that a Thoughtseize in hand?
He does have a Thoughtseize.
Does not feel good.
Blank piece of cardboard.
And I could... Maybe I'm wrong here. I'd have taken Thoughtseize out game 2 and 3. A deck that performs so fast and is so aggressive on your life total, I'm kind of scared to have it.
I swear that 3rd land, that's another Dwarven Mind. Yeah, he doesn't have it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Dwarven Mind not.
Creativity targeting the Knight. I like this. Because now Will can flip and probably to a 1-power creature, and Mason's going to put an Archon into play.
Yeah. Now watch Will flip into an Ajani.
That would be really bad.
And completely,
that would be really bad.
Change how this math goes. But no, you're absolutely correct.
We've got a judge question. I think Will's trying to figure out how creativity works here.
I can step out and handle them.
He's talking to somebody.
Okay.
They've got it.
Sweet. Because the creativity is going to resolve all at once. So if you were playing this on MTGO, the way that it would look is both of these are gonna
both get destroyed.
get blown up. You're both gonna flip. You're both gonna find whatever you have, and then if you get two ETBs like an Arcana Johnny, you're gonna get the active players' triggers go on the stack first. So Mason's will go on the stack, then Williams, thus Will's will resolve first. So now maybe I'm wrong about the question that they're asking, but I have to assume that that's what it is.
Yeah, just creativity targeting your opponent's creature it doesn't come up that often. Ooh, Epicure is actually one of the better hits because it's a damage. Because now Mason's gonna go down to 3 and then up to 6.
Yep.
Block the cat token and go to 1.
Yep.
No, die.
Block the
That's
cat.
six-
1,
that's
2,
six
3,
creatures.
4, 5. Create 5 damage. Oh no, Epicure's up there. Yeah. Yeah. Epicure is a good
That
hit.
won the game. I was a little worried about targeting the knight for that reason because you just block the knight. Well, I guess then.
Aw, discards the locks it on. Feels bad.
Well, I mean, he's dead on board. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
I mean, attack all just wins here,
Mason hasn't scooped yet, and Will hasn't.
or no?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
No, there's one less creature than I'm.
I thought I counted right. All right.
That blood token's not a creature.
Yeah. But it's still an awkward spot because attacking with Archon doesn't save him. He needs another Archon. Because he'll attack, go up to 4, and will go down another creature. But let's see, block the cat, 1, 2.
Yeah, I mean,
Or-
like you
yeah.
have to attack. You can't. I don't know how you're winning this game by not attacking. If
Agreed.
you will. Oh, we have another Brotherhood's End in hand. The Archon drew second Brotherhood's End.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That might just mean that not being dead here is everything. So I crack this blood token right now if I'm Will, because I need to know if I'm going to draw on a Johnny. Because he does have to block the cat. He needs to save that 2 damage. I need to know if I'm drawing in a Johnny. Epicure I can do after combat and it's fine.
We're convoking out something.
Convoke is a good choice. The Brotherhood's End is going to make it not matter. Knight Errant, okay.
So this is probably 2 more creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what he's hoping for. Is Bushwhacker good enough? Bushwhacker would be good enough because the knight gets blocked, and then it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 unblockable. So, or unblocked.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't hit Bushwhacker if he's taking this much time.
Epicure. I see Inspector. I think that red card is a Kuldotha.
Yeah.
One of them is another knight.
This Brotherhood's End is going to be so brutal. So yeah, Epicure, and then actually locks it on. Now we have 2 creatures that live, and that's not.
I just don't.
And then
think it's
one
good enough.
dies to the Archon.
Yeah, I just don't think it's enough.
No, it's not going to be
Because I think,
like
yeah,
because Mason's going to go up to 8, and then Will's only going to have a 5/5 in play after this turn. Unless he has some miracle. Yeah, okay. This is a really wait. Okay.
yeah. I was gonna say this is a terrible play.
Like-
you can't let him sack a token that would die to the Brotherhood's End.
No.
So, but he takes it back. He takes it back.
So the reason Mason was thinking about that is
Mhm.
if you attack, you take the 1 cards out of Will's hand in his Flare of Fortitude.
Oh,
You
yeah.
feel like a genius, but then Will has 2. He has 9 power to play, and so like it doesn't work. But I like where Mason's head's at. That's a good thing to be thinking about here.
Yes.
But you do just have to rip it and make Will have it,
Agreed.
and it looks like he doesn't have it.
Wow. That Brotherhood's End, the 2 copies so far are coming through in such a big way for Mason. And then, yeah, the Knight's going to attack, or the Archon's going to attack. He's going to have to sack 1.
Yeah, Mason's gonna go up to 8.
Oh,
And then
wow.
Will's going to go all the way down to 4. So now Will's dead on board. And
Oh, no.
they, oh,
Press the life tap app.
okay.
All right. The
we're
game
back.
is saved.
We're back.
Oh dear. And you know, I these are the kind of games that I stay up thinking about all night.
Will scoops it up.
Wow.
That's awesome. What a match. What a match.
Congratulations to Mason going undefeated tonight, 4-0. Like I'm saying, those are the games I stay up all night thinking about, where they were just so close, and I'm always thinking, what could I have done differently? What changed? Where were the pivotal moments? That was such a amazing match. Both players got to perform at such high levels. That was awesome to see. That was really awesome to see.
You only get these kind of matches here at Impact Gaming Center, folks.
Exactly
Gotta
right.
tune in every Friday.
Absolutely. We play Modern every Friday. We only time we have not fired was when Riftbound showed up. Everybody gave that a try. And then we came right back. But it was we get to see such high quality paper magic here, and that's so exciting to get to watch and get to commentate. So that's it. That's all for us tonight. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, making us a part of your evening. You know the drill. We want to see you guys subscribing on Twitch. We want to see you guys subscribing on YouTube, hitting that bell, see all the stuff we're going to be putting out. We want to see you guys watching those podcasts, giving us your thoughts. Us on Team Impact, we want to be making so much more content, but a big piece of that is I need to know what content you guys want to see. I know what I want to make. I know it's easy for me to make, but I want to make sure that the things that we're putting out really overlap with the things you guys want to see. So tell us. Don't be shy about it. Let us know the things that you would watch or the things that you would put on in the background to listen to. I don't just want to make content. I want to make content that people watch. Men of Impact calendar. And you've got it. Yes. Speak and ye shall receive is going to be my response to that. I'll run that by the executives and see how they feel about that.
I think they'll be on board.
Yeah, I can't see our wonderful owner Jeff feeling any way poorly about that. But yeah, let us know the things that you want to see. Don't be shy about it. We want to make content that you guys want to watch, not just the content that's easy to make. Well, I of course hope they overlap. I'm okay if they don't. I want to make the content that you guys want to see. Otherwise, we're right outside of the greater St. Louis area. We're in Fairview Heights, one of the largest stores in the Midwest. Come check us out. Check out impactgamingcenter.gg. Find you some singles. Build yourself this red, white, convoke deck that we just saw Will play. Build yourself this creativity deck that we just got to see Mason on. Check us out on all of our socials. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I mean, we are all over. Heck, I even think we've got a TikTok now. Check us out. Find us. Follow us. Blow up our comments, letting us know what you want to see and more of, what you want to watch. Otherwise, I just want y'all to have a fantastic night. Thank you for tuning in, making us a part of your evening. Matt, anything you want to say to sign off?
Go buy some Boros Convoke cards, I guess.
I think that's the correct play. Thank you all. You have a wonderful rest of your night, and we will catch you next time.